Hi Burley kids and other kids that are watching this. We're doing a series in our Sunday school which is about God's promises. And this week, God's promise that we're looking at is that God will protect us. And that means that God's going to be with us in all kinds of situations that we find ourselves. And God's promises are right throughout the whole Bible, by the way. Anyway, we're talking about God protecting us, and I just wanted to show you this little object lesson that I thought was pretty good. Now, we're just going to pretend that this is one person. This could be, this could be me. And this could be somebody else that doesn't really know God or isn't walking with God. Okay? Now, what happens sometimes is we go through really tricky situations, and sometimes something happens in life that isn't very good, and we come out looking a bit like that, and that's not a good way to be, okay? When we're walking with God and we're in God's protection, what happens is that that's us there, we press very firmly into God. And when we press firmly into God, we are right inside his bubble of love, and he's looking after us. And this is what happens when we press into God. This is like God's little bubble of protection around us, because God says he's going to protect us, and we're going to go through a big sea down here, and we're going to see how we come out. Watch. Now, let's see what happens to us when we're in God's protective bubble. Just got my tea towel to wipe off any drips, because I don't want to get all dripped all over. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we ready? There you go. We come out perfectly dry and perfectly fine. Jesus calms the storm. Matthew 8:23-27. Jesus and his disciples got into a boat. They wanted to cross the sea. Jesus took a nap. The waves gently rocked the boat back and forth. Suddenly, a great storm came up. Waves splashed all over the boat. Winds whipped around the disciples. They woke Jesus up and shouted, "The boat is sinking! Don't you care?" Jesus asked, "Why are you so afraid? Don't you have any faith at all?" Then Jesus told the storm to stop. Right away it was calm. The disciples were amazed. They said to each other, "Who is this man Jesus? Even the wind and the waves obey him."